up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the DNF podcast with your girl Crystal. Happy New Year, everybody. I know it's been a month almost since I've posted. And I know I had said that I was not gonna ghost anymore, and yet I did. I promise it was all for good reason. I wanted to make sure that I kicked off 2026 on a good foot, on a good start, on a good note, however you want to say. And I kind of wanted to plan out a little bit what I wanted each episode to be about. So I didn't want it to feel like I was jumbling around everywhere. And so I'm ready. 2026 is going to be a good year for us, you guys. Thank you so much for being part of this journey. And let's get into it because I feel like there's so much that we need to talk about in the world of football and the world of Formula One and just in the world general. But let's get into it because we are how many days away from the Australian GP? We're 44 days away. Crazy. But let's talk about because we've had some liveries already pop off, and we have had so far VCarb, Red Bull, and Haas that I can think of. And we've also seen the Barcelona livery for Williams, which by the way, eight. Absolutely 100%. Loved it. Haas is really nice. Everybody's like, wow. But I don't know, man. That shiny Red Bull, it's gorgeous. The V carb one is cute. I'm not gonna say it's ugly. It's not. It's cute, but I feel like it just kind of looks the same as last year's. I'm pretty sure that there are differences. I'm just not like a big enough fan to like actually go in and look at the details. But for sure, the Red Bull one, it's just I don't know. There's like for some reason I'm getting like nostalgia. There's like I don't know, but there's also like this fierceness to it. And at the end of the day, it's what Max said. I don't care what it looks like as long as it's fast. And I mean, personally, me, I don't want it to be fast because I want Oscar to win the WDC this year, but we don't even know what McLaren looks like. What other liveries do we have to look forward to? Obviously, we have the McLaren one, we have the Mercedes, Ferrari, we do have the Aston Martin, I think, Cadillac, of course, Audi, Alpine, and I don't think I'm missing anyone, and Williams. Um, I think the ones that I'm looking forward to the most is Cadillac, obviously, because it's a brand new team. And so we have no idea what their livery could possibly look like. However, their livery for their shakedown, yeah, it was they ate with that. So if they ate with the shakedown livery, I have huge expectations. I'm hoping it's just not going to be blue. I don't want any more blue cars on track, honestly. Um, I'm also really looking forward to seeing what Audi's is going to look like. They have released their race suits as well as Ferrari has, and their race suits are really nice. I actually, to be fair, I really, really like their team kit so far. Um, Everything that they've put out. I know some people were complaining about Gabby's and Nico's helmets, saying that there was too much like sponsorships happening, too much going on. Understandable, but like their team kits for me are a lot more subtle with their sponsorships. Like their logos are on there, but it's the way that they did the branding that looks really cohesive and like put together very nicely. So kudos to the designer team because it's gorgeous. I really like it. I actually might buy it just to say that I have like an Audi kit. I don't know. I have an Audi, so I feel like out of loyalty to the car that I drive, I should probably buy one, right? That makes sense. Um, I think Ferraris is they said they were teasing us. They're like, we're gonna do something different. No, you're not. It's gonna be red. It's gonna be a big old HP logo on the back wing and on the side pod. I would really love for the Ferrari wing to come back. I think that was gorgeous. I think it also brings prestige to Ferrari because I just feel like Ferrari just keeps getting clowned on. And I mean, there's other teams that we clown, but Ferrari just keeps getting like the end of the stick. I don't think Alpine's is gonna look that much different. It'll be cool if they did like a complete like pink car just to not have like a blue like livery. Um I think Williams, of course, is going to be blue. It'd be great if they did like, I don't know, like do they have like no, they don't have a yellow, but like I feel like if they could find like another color to instead of it just being blue and white, that would be really, really cute. I think McLaren is probably gonna look the same unless they decide to like throw back and we get like a full chrome livery for the whole year. There's that possibility. Mercedes is another one that I think will probably look the same. So, I mean, we'll see. We have been hearing the engines for all the cars. We heard McLaren's, we have heard Ferraris, we've heard Red Bulls, we've heard V carbs, we've heard Cadillacs. We've heard like a big chunk of the grids engines, and I mean it gets me excited. I get goosebumps. I'm like, yes, let's kick the season off now. Rumor mill is, and there's photos, is that Arvid Lindblad has already crashed during the shakedown. So, I mean, to be expected. He's coming from F2 into a Formula One car. So, I'd rather crash during testing than my first lap in Melbourne. No tea, no shade to any of the rookies that crashed last year because that is a different exception because it was raining. Okay. All right. And that was the Formula One bit. Now let's get into the football world because I have so much to get off my chest. And I'm going to start off with a controversial take. I think it's time for Pep to go. And you're probably thinking, like, Crystal, why would you say that? I have literally right here our games that we've played. If it'll load. Okay, here it goes. So I'm gonna start off from the last time we won a Prem game was a Premier League game was December 27th against Nottingham Forest 2-1. After that, we tied with Sunderland, tied with Chelsea, tied with Brighton. Then for the FA Cup, we beat Exeter City 10-1. And I'm thinking, oh, okay, we've had ties in the Premier League, but to beat a team 10-1, and I know it's not a Premier League team, I know they're in a lower division, but still, like that has to instill some sort of confidence in the players. So obviously this will be the turnaround, and whatever like little hiccup, little bump that we were going through, like it's done, it's over with. And then we beat Newcastle for the EFL Cup for the first leg of the semifinal 2-0. And I'm thinking, all right, cool. We have the Derby coming up. Like, of course, like Manchester City's blue. Manchester's blue, Manchester's blue. No, apparently Manchester's red because what do you mean we lost 2-0? And the only people who are not going to receive shtick for me is Donnarumma, and I can't say his last name, but it starts with a K. Kushnev. I'm sorry if I butchered your last name, but those were the only two people who were playing with heart. Erling ghosted. Rico busted. Everybody else pissed me off. It just, where was the passion? Where was the, okay, this is a derby. This is a derby. This is not a game that you can just like, oh, we're going to lose. It's fine. No. It was so frustrating to see. Oh, Jesus. And that was the derby. And now on top of that, cherry on top, you guys, cherry on top. What do you mean we lost 3-1 to Bodo? I don't know how to say it. Bodo Glimt for Champions League. I don't care if we were playing with 10 players. I don't care if we were playing with 9. I don't care if we were playing with 8. What? Champions League. Pep, what are you doing, bro? Like, I love you, Pep. I absolutely adore you. He is the reason that I support Manchester City because when I was choosing my Premier League team, I said this from the get-go. I didn't know who to choose. And when I saw where Pep was, and I have followed Pep through Barcelona, so I was like, oh, my guy, he can't steer me wrong. Well, he's steering me very wrong right now. I'm sorry. I just had to get that off my chest. It's incredibly frustrating for us Manchester City fans to see this like mediocre performance from these players. And I love every single one of them. Each one of them has brought good memories. But I'm sorry, Nathan. It's time to go. I'm sorry, Bernardo. It is time to go. The fact that we got Mark Gahey, I am psyched. I'm psyched. I'm gassed. Hopefully he'll solve some of our problems, but oh my gosh. Like some of our older players, like they just need to go and it's okay. Um However, so that's my Premier League and Champions League, misery. But then there's another part of me that's really happy and like that's why I'm wearing their jersey because they've just been providing me happiness lately. And I hope it stays that way. Don't piss me off, Barcelona. Please don't. Um, First of all, we won against Real Madrid. Great game. Great game. I'm not even gonna lie. Great game. However, Mbappe, you're a piece of crap. You're such a sore loser. Like the unsportsmanlike behavior. You're such a crybaby, whiny little butthole. Like I'll say it. I don't care. Like I've always said this. When you're on the pitch and the clock is running, yes, you hate each other. There's no such thing as sportsmanship. You're going for the win. As soon as the whistle blows, what happens on the pitch stays on the pitch. Yes, you lose. It's part of the game. But you know what you do? You do what every other team does when they lose. You lose with your head held high and you do a guard of honor. That's just what you do. And the fact that you were like, come on, God, you're such a sore loser, bro. You're such a loser. Like, you think that's creating heart? No, you're looking mad dumb. Like, and then for Xavi to quit, like Xavi, it's okay. I mean, we know you didn't want to quit probably, but I mean, Gareth Bale said it on what was it, the Champions League on CBS. He said, the coach at Man United is not really coaching; they're managing egos. And what Xavi had been wanting to do, Xavi Alonso had been wanting to do, is coach because that's what he did where he was previously at, and it worked. And that just didn't happen at Real Madrid. I mean, are we shocked? I mean, not really. I had higher expectations, and now there's rumors saying that what's his name from ex-player from Liverpool? I can't Trent and Alexander Arnold wants to leave Real Madrid because he's not getting enough playing time. My guy, you've been injured. Like, I think it makes sense. I mean, Real Madrid needs to get their together. I don't care. For all in all, y'all could be at the bottom of the table, and I would be dancing and celebrating because I hate Real Madrid with a passion. With a passion. Um, but getting into some transfer news, well, not really transfer news, but something that happened. And if I already didn't like, if I didn't, no, not like, if I already didn't love Ansi Flick, this made me love him even more. He obviously came out on the news that João Fernandes, who is a player from La Masia, would be moving to PSG. 18 years old, and he was pissed because he wasn't getting playing time. And I love that Ansi Flick was like, listen, like you're here, like you've been with Barcelona from a very young age. And like if you love this team, essentially he said you're gonna thug it out and you're gonna just when it's your time, it'll be your time. I promise. Everyone gets their moment to shine, and it's true. Every child prodigy that has come through La Maisa has had their moment to shine. I feel like Yamin has kind of been like an exception a little bit, just because he's just exceptional at times. But everybody else has had to fight. Some people have had to go on loan. Some people have had, they go from starting to then they're on the bench, and then they have to slowly like level up to finally become like, the players who are chosen first. You're 18. Like, I understand you probably see Yamin and you're like, why can't that be me? I mean, have you put up performances like Yamin has? Even if you don't play in the same position, like, are you making crucial and important saves? Are you doing what you need to be doing in your position? If you're not, then And remember, there's always someone there to replace you. And Nancy Flick was like, listen, if you don't want to be here, then like the second that you're complaining about not having time, like you're done. Go away. And I was just like, yes. Hmm. So yeah, I mean, give him a lifetime contract, please. I love what he's been doing with the team. And that's it for the La Liga, Champions, and Prem. All right, so let's get into what is happening this year, which is the World Cup that is going to be hosted by obviously USA, Mexico, and Canada. Oh my gosh, you guys. Like I want to go to a game. I like the Croatia and England are playing in the state where I'm from, and in my city, and I'm like I would love to just be able to go and purchase a ticket, but the fact that I have to enter into a stupid raffle, and then even at that, I'm the potential of not getting those tickets. Like, I hate this raffle system. It is to me the most stupidest thing in the whole wide world. FIFA, like, get your together, bro, because this is not it. I don't care if I'm sitting in the nosebleeds, but at least give me the option to buy my ticket. Like I'm a planner in advance. I like to plan. I like to be like, this is what I'm gonna do. This is how I'm gonna set up. Like the fact that it's probably gonna look like I'm gonna end up buying like my tickets the week of, I it's incredibly frustrating. Also, there's a lot of people who are like who've purchased tickets who are like now getting refunds, people who are canceling their trips here for the World Cup because they don't feel like it's safe, especially with all like the situation with what's going on with immigration, also with this president that we have who's causing conflicts with, other countries. It's Is it really a safe space right now for the USA to be hosting a World Cup? Me personally, no. I don't think we should be hosting a World Cup because how, and I view it this way, how can we welcome foreigners, people from other countries? How can we welcome them into this country, yet we treat illegal immigrants like trash with the whole situation with ICE? Like, I sit here and think about, like, let's say it's a family and they're going to the game, and I don't know how ICE is going to be, acting. What's stopping ICE from committing heinous crime? It sounds ridiculous saying it like this, but what's stopping ICE from committing these heinous crimes against this family who's visiting, who they're not even like, people who are living in the States? And it's clear as day that these ICE agents are stupid and lack training. I don't care. Come for me in the comments. I really could not give two. Hmm. I really couldn't, because I'm so sick and tired of seeing everything that's going on in our country. And for us to like brush it under the table and say, sing kumbaya and saying, no, we're one big happy family hosting the. No, shut up. We're not. There's so much conflict here. I would much rather just go to Canada and go to Mexico and just be like, y'all figure out where to host these other games, because it's not safe for anybody here. It's really not, with our gun policies, with, with our immigration policies, and also the fact that Mark Rubio has like shut down for visas from people like traveling, who want to travel from out of the country here. Like, but then you're complaining about the you know what? That I'm a Formula One. I am a Futbol podcast. I am not a political climate podcaster. I'm not. This is not what I like tend to do. But it's obvious like the political climate of the United States is going to be affecting um the World Cup. And I would not be surprised if like more people start canceling their flights. And I would not be surprised if people just start boycotting the games here in the US. But Crystal, you just said that you want to attend the game. Yes, I understand. It sounds very hypocritical of me, but it's a World Cup. I would love to attend any game anywhere, whether that be in Mexico, whether that be in Canada. But also, I live in Dallas where there's going to be a game. So the accessibility for me, I don't have that accessibility to just like get up and go to Canada or get up and go to Mexico. I mean, if I really put my mind to it, I probably could, but it's a little bit harder on me, but still. I don't know. And if they canceled the World Cup here, I wouldn't be mad. I'd understand. Would I be sad? A little bit. But I'd be like, I'll get over it. It's fine. It's not the end of the world. There's other things that we need to be worried about. And that was my spiel on the political climate of the United States of America. But anyways, you guys, that is it for today's podcast. I promise there's going to be an episode next week. I told you I have something planned. I am trying to like stay as informed as I possibly can. But also like I've said it and I'm kind of going to repeat myself. This is not a factual, like I'm not sitting here and going to bring you facts about everything because I'm not the news, one, and two, like I'm just here to share my thoughts and my opinions and like what I'm feeling and like, and if you don't agree with me, that's fine. You can leave that in the comments. I love discussions. But I'm not like if you're gonna insult me in the comments, then don't bother. All right, everyone, and that is it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope I made you giggle, laugh, maybe distracted you, maybe put you to sleep. If you are asleep, good night, good morning. Please make sure you like, subscribe, comment, share. And thank you so much for subscribing and being part of this journey. I will see you guys next week. Bye.